Wow, so this is a very, very touching story from our gallant soldier. So let's watch the video. Let's see. Is this what is happening? Is this why we have not been able to defeat these insurgents? See you in the comment section.
Boko Haram attacked my base, the base I was supposed to protect. We were at Beneshek advancing, and the call came to my commander that Giwa Barak was under attack. That same 14th of April, that was the same day Boko Haram attacked Chibok girls. It was a bloody operation. I am Trooper Tempola Honanya, a Special Forces soldier. I was enlisted into the army on the 20th of August 2012. After my enlistment, I passed out from training on the 17th of December. After that, I was transferred. I was posted to 101 Battalion, Kanji in Niger State. Months after that, I was inducted into the theater fully for the purpose to counter the terrorists, the Boko Haram terrorists terrorizing us in Nigeria. When I got to Maiduguri, to Borno State, Maiduguri, as the journey went on, my first task in Borno State was town patrol. After my first task, I was deployed straight to Damboa local government. The first attack that happened in Damboa was when we overpowered Boko Haram terrorists with our inferior weapons. As time went on, I met with my commander, my loving commander. I said, sir, when we went for our first attack, I noticed my weapon used to jam. The weapon is jamming, it jams. So he said to me that there is an alternative. He said I should make sure that I service my rifle on daily basis, like every morning. I said, Ogasa, I normally used to service my rifle daily because of the terrain. The first day I went to Sambisa Forest, my first encounter in Sambisa Forest was when I knew that what Boko Haram terrorists use against my troop was more sophisticated than the one I used. When we got engaged in a fierce battle, as they were firing and we were firing, I discovered my weapon, the sound of my weapon was nowhere near. I discovered they were using Browning machine gun. That's Browning machine gun with the anti-aircraft machine gun. Those two machine guns were what my troop lacked. Because the highest weapon we had, the highest machine gun we had, was the MPMG machine gun. The Browning machine gun has an effective range of 1,800 meters, while its maximum range is above 7,000 meters. That is the BMG for you. Then the anti-aircraft machine gun has an effective range of 12,000 meters. The killing range of the rifle I used in Borno State to counter terrorists has an effective range of 400 meters, the killing range, while the maximum range is 800 meters. So with my own rifle firing at a killing range of 400 meters and 800 meters maximum range, how am I expect to overcome in the battlefield? My first deployment was town patrol, Second deployment was in Damboa. Third deployment was at Bali. All these places are dangerous terrains. Again, I still said to my commander, I still appeal to him. I appeal to him that please, we don't have nurses in the battlefront. We don't have doctors in the battlefront. We don't have first aid kit in the battlefront. How do we expect to help ourselves should in case anyone get injured, like bullet injury? As time goes on, after Damboa, we move to Bali. Bali is an open ground, a rugged terrain, but very open. As time went on, the complaint became rampant. Not only me alone, soldiers began to complain because my boss told me that weapon issue has been one of the greatest challenges facing the army ever since. So when we started losing men, we lost men. Brave men died in the battlefront. My next deployment was at 21 Armored Brigade, Giwa Barracks. That was where my team formed a defense platoon. We were briefed of a threat by Boko Haram terrorists. Unknown to us that their plan was to use that attack as a means of decoy, for everybody to concentrate on that barracks. That was when Giwa Barrack was attacked. 14th of April 2014 was when Boko Haram attacked my base, the base I was supposed to protect. We were at Beneshek advancing, and the call came to my commander that Giwa Barrack was under attack. We had to leave. We had to turn immediately from Beneshek back to 21 Armored Brigade to repel the attack. But before we got there, Boko Haram terrorists had already caused damage. That day was bloody. Soldiers died, but I cannot ascertain the number of soldiers that died on that day. Soldiers died. Boko Haram terrorists, most of them never escaped. Most of them never escaped. They did not escape. Because the Air Force jet came, it gave us the morale, the confidence to fight back. When the Air Force jet came, the first person the Air Force jet targeted was that man behind the anti-aircraft gun. It was a bloody operation. That same 14th of April, that was the same day Boko Haram attacked Chibok girls. That was the decoy I talked about. They formed a decoy to divert attention. The firing lasted, the battle lasted for like let's say 1 hour plus, 1 hour 30 minutes on the 9th of July 2014. My team was to advance to that same Damboa again. On our way going for that deployment, I noticed we were going with soft skin vehicles. And then when I checked, I saw no BMG and anti-aircraft machine guns. I myself was demoralized. The next thing we heard along the expressway going to Damboa was an RPG from nowhere. Before you knew it, they started engaging us. But because of the fact that we used soft skin vehicles, 9 soldiers died at the spot, leaving 23 other soldiers with bullet injury. On the 9th of July 2014, that ambush was suicide. If one soldier die, we weep. The pain, the feeling you get. So 9 soldiers at a go 23 others bullet injury because we used soft skin vehicles. If we had used bulletproof vehicles, there is no way any soldier will get injured. Now, after that 9th of July ambush, that Boko Haram killed 9 soldiers and 23 others injured, was when we appealed to the commander. After that time, we buried our dead. After we buried our dead, the rest were taken to military hospital for treatment. After 2 weeks interval, a tax came from the GOC for us to deploy at that same Damboa local government again. Damboa again, same Damboa again that we went to and couldn't combat these people very effectively because we lacked support weapons. A call came from nowhere that my troop refused order. That was the information that came, that my troop refused order. My troop did not refuse order. We waited. Me, myself, I waited. I waited there waiting for the weapon to come so we can advance with. And they brought that old armored personnel carrier, that old Stair APC. I waited to see if there were other weapons to support, to back up that Stair APC. No weapon came. No weapon came. So at such, I had to mellow down. They know they use Mozu one, maybe by Mozu. So that was when an order came for us, my team, to be arrested. What? Why are we going to be arrested? But the arrest didn't come officially. What came at first was that we want to be briefed, that the GOC wants to brief us. You know, I felt very discouraged after a 1-year heavy gun battle duel against terrorists, defending my country, defending my nation. The next thing that I saw was handcuff. From handcuff, I was taken into custody. And then I asked the military police intelligence why he handcuffed me. He said he was following order to handcuff me. I didn't say anything, but I panicked in the cell. That was how it started to play. We were locked up in an underground cell. For 1 year, we didn't see the sun. Me, myself, I just used to see if I can be peeping outside to be seeing the sky. Because the sky gives courage. The sky gives hope. I fought as if Nigeria is my own father's business. I fought as if the country belongs to me, myself. Then the military police intelligence that detained me and other 12 soldiers, you know, after some times, he brought a form, like statement form, for me to fill. So when the military police intelligence left me in the interrogation room, before he came back, I had already drafted like half of my statement, you know, still about this weapon issue that I've been requesting and all those things. You know, when he came and saw the statement, the next thing he did was he carried baton and started hitting my head with baton under duress, that I must put refusal of order in my statement. I said to him, "Sir, please stop hitting me." I said, "Stop hitting me. Why are you hitting me?" Before you knew it, I got bruises on my head. I said, "Oh God, no, they hit me." I wept bitterly. Before he knew it, he noticed that I stood on my statement about this weapon issue. What did he do? He had to let me go. I wrote what actually happened about the weapon issue, and then I left. When I entered the cell, my head was aching, bruises everywhere. God. Oh. Everywhere bruises. Inside detention. Why would he be eating me? So my other colleagues too, the same weapon issue. Everybody weapon. From there was when I was transferred. I was transferred by the order of the Chief of Army Staff. The coas ordered that I should be brought to the army headquarters for him to ask what my problem was. That was how I was conveyed to the Chief of Army Staff office at army headquarters. When I got to the headquarters, but unfortunately, the coas was busy. Then the garrison commander, the general, came outside and said to me that the coas is very, very busy at the moment. I was so sad that I was not privileged to have that one-on-one chat with the coas because he was busy. So after then, I went back to the detention with my other colleagues. From there and then, you know, they served us paper for court martial, and then asked if we had a lawyer. That was when San Femi Falana came in and stood for us to defend us at the court martial. So in the court martial, as the court martial as it unfolded, you know, they read the first count charge was conspiracy to commit mutiny. That was the refusal of order, and then mutiny. That charge was so heavy. That charge was nowhere near the request for weapons. So after everything, after the whole court and everything, when the judgment was to come, the court president already said he was going to do justice, so we can go back to Maiduguri and continue the fight against terrorism. A call came from nowhere. When the call came from nowhere, the court president picked the call, and then eventually he changed his voice, he changed his mood. You know, what I heard was, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, because already he wanted to send us back to Maiduguri to continue fighting. That was how death sentence was pronounced on me and my colleagues. When the judgment was pronounced, on that night, it was a terrible night. A night of pain, a night of sorrow, a night of grief. Death sentence on soldiers combating terrorists. Why? I wept bitterly on that night. The news got to my mom that I was sentenced to death. My mom, I was expecting her to cry. My mom didn't cry. My mom said that the army won't kill us, that the army knows better, that they won't kill us. On the 17th of December 2014 was when the death sentence was pronounced. Before we went to prison, the Army Council already sat and deliberated on the matter. From that death sentence, you know, it was committed to 10 years imprisonment. 2 days after, we moved to Lagos. When we got to Lagos, we were locked up in an underground cell. For 1 year, we didn't see the sun. Me, myself, I just used to see if I can be peeping outside to be seeing the sky. Because the sky gives courage. The sky gives hope. Look at the sky, you get hope. If you're in detention, just look at the sky, there will be hope. 1 year, I didn't see outside in an underground cell. Even as at now, like this, as at now, as it is now, I need a therapist because I just left the prison yesterday. I left the prison yesterday on the 17th of August. Up till now, I have not gotten a place to stay. I just had to look for a church, close to me, close to prisons. I'd have to look for a church that I can pass the night. Up till now, I don't even know where I'm going to. I don't even have a place to stay. I'm helpless, completely helpless. 7 years and 13 days is not 7 months. It's not 7 weeks. It is 7 years and 13 days, complete. But I'm still appealing. I'm still appealing to Mr. President. Please. And I'm appealing to the senators. And I'm also appealing to Nigerian Army. Please. I need my pardon letter signed. Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari gave a directive ever since 2015 for us to be released. I was not released though. I wasn't released. I wasn't released at all. I spent the 10 years. So, please, I need my pardon. I have fought for the country. The country should also fight for me. I can't do it alone. I know I've fallen, but I need to rise up again. Please,